I'm very happy and excited that the Lakers are 23-11. My question is, how? How do they have the fourth best record in the NBA? They're a bottom 5 defensive team. They regularly give up 60 points in the paint. They often get out-rebounded. They rank 26th out of 30 teams. And they struggle almost every night from three. They rank 25th out of 30. But they win. And this isn't a small sample size, Andy. This isn't 10 games. All right? This is basically 35 games. And they're tied for the fourth best record in the NBA. How?
The number one reason, and this is going to sound like a backhanded compliment, but it's not. It actually is something really important. They are 16-3 against teams below 500. And that is actually how even great teams, even elite teams, they stack wins. You beat the teams that you are supposed to beat. The Lakers don't always, I would say they typically do not dominate against teams that are below 500. Part of the 13-0 that they are in clutch time, a lot of those wins are against sub 500 teams, meaning even against some of the lower competition, they will end up in dogfights down the stretch. But bottom line, they're not losing the games that they're supposed to win. They also are undefeated, as I like to say, for losing in double digits. Like, they only lose by double figures. They often have their asses handed to them.
I think all 11 losses have been. Yeah, I think all 11 losses have been by double digits.
They absolutely are.
But I mean, I've been doing this a long time. So have you. I mean, we were around when Kobe was a rookie, and we've been there ever since. I've never seen a team like this. I've never seen a team this bad defensively, this bad from three, don't even attempt to guard the paint. Like, it's a layup line, Andy, and dunk lines. Yet,
sadly, I think, John, they do attempt to guard the paint. This is just what happens when they're trying.
Okay, but here's my theory. And you tell me what you think of it. They have three closers. They have LeBron, they have Luka, and they have Austin. For whatever reason, people will tend to double Luka and LeBron, and that's when Austin takes over. Austin's already got 2 game winners this year, and I know he's out for a month, but last night Luka hit 2 ridiculous threes. I mean, he had no business making either one of these. He was at the end of the shot clock. He's falling out of bounds. Fans are giving him crap, and he just buries them. And it goes from a 1-point lead to a 7-point lead overnight. I just think they have closers that would explain the 13-0 in clutch games and how, as you put it, they beat the teams they're supposed to beat. Because, to your point, on a lot of nights, other good teams can't say that. The other night, Charlotte went into Oklahoma City and beat them by 27 points. Last night, the Spurs, who is my pick to come out of the West, I love the Spurs, went into Memphis, a team that had lost 8 games in a row, with Wemby, who scored 30 points in 21 minutes, and they lost to the Grizzlies. So, yeah, you said it's going to sound like a backhanded compliment. I actually think it's a straight compliment. They beat the teams they're supposed to beat. Not every team does that. You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely. Again, this is an important part of being, in this case, 12 games above 500. They don't lose the games that they are supposed to win. They may not always look incredibly impressive over 4 quarters against those teams, but they manage to win those games in the last 5 minutes, the clutch time thing. And by the way, I don't know if you've noticed this. You're seated close to Stu, but Stu openly mocks the entire clutch time thing, which is hilarious. I think he thinks 5 minutes is too long for the clutch time framing.
He's probably right.
But in those,
he's probably right.
In those 5 minutes, what's being asked is execute for 5 minutes. We need you for 5 minutes to play at the top of your game. And at that point, if you've got a focused Luka, a focused LeBron, and when he's back, a focused Austin, actually running an offense, being careful with the ball, being careful with their shot selection, and just play good defense for 5 minutes, they can manage to pull that off.
Well, here's the amazing thing about what you just laid out. In this stat, again, I've been doing this a really long time, makes no sense to me, but it's true. Their overall defensive efficiency, Andy, they're 26 out of 30 teams. They're a bad defensive team.
That feels high.
They may be 27th after last night. I'm not sure. In clutch minutes, in games within 5 points left, they're second in the NBA in defensive efficiency. So it's literally exactly how you laid it out. It's like somebody rings a bell when there's 5 minutes to go. We have a sponsor, Morongo, that every night when there's 5 minutes to go, I say on the air, we've entered the Morongo final 5 minutes of this game. And, Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, good times. And it's like it's a dog whistle to the Lakers to say, okay, stop messing around. And it begs this question. And again, I've never seen a team like this. If they can do it for the last 5 minutes, why can't they do it for the other 43?
Because in all honesty,
do you know?
Yeah. In all honesty, they're not good enough to do it for the entire 43. It's much harder to do something for 48 minutes than it is to do it for 5 minutes. I think also in particular for someone like LeBron at his particular age and mileage stage of his career, he's not going to be able to do that for extended 30, 35-minute, maybe even 40-minute stretches. He often has to pick his spots. And over 48 minutes, defensively, for example, they don't have enough good defenders to do that over 4 quarters. But they've got enough guys who can maybe do it for 5 minutes, especially if they are executing offensively, because the better they execute their offense, the less vulnerable positions they put themselves in defensively. So that's really the answer. I don't think they're capable of doing it for 48 minutes.